Anyway, the game I'm gonna be talking about is Critical Strike Offline Game. I think that's the full title. Yeah, Critical Strike Offline Game. The way I could describe it the most easiest is CS:GO put on mobile device and made with a really fucking small budget. It isn't unplayable. It's actually pretty fun, but it's still dog shit, you know. First of all, how it plays is genuinely pretty good. You would expect it to have janky controls and really weird motions of the characters, but now it's actually pretty good. It's smooth when it plays, but it has really weird thingies. It doesn't have control. Like you can't really do anything besides just walk and shoot. And you have grenades and health packs, which is a really interesting thing, and which is how you progress in the game. In the I assume career or like the story mode where you just go around shooting terrorists and then you keep winning and you hear the announcer go counter terrorist win or some shit like, or he proclaims that you did an amazing headshot when all you just did was blow him up with a bazooka. Headshot. But what's cool is that the weapons you get per level, you get 5 weapons I think, and you get a pistol rocket launcher, an assault rifle, which is pretty cool, and a sniper. You get to use these weapons in different ways as you want. You could the best way I could describe it is, what's cool is that you can remove the muzzle, the suppressor muzzle, which is really sick ass animation, and honestly the best thing about the game, I'd say. And the details of the guns is really cool. They really gave the guns a lot of attention in how they shoot and how they look. But the M16 is a fucking semi-automatic, but then they made it into an automatic, which is very weird, but then I digress because, you know, it is made with a stupid low budget, probably. I didn't do any research about this game. I just saw it on number 3 on top trending games in action, so I just decided to play it. What else? The graphics? They look fucking good, honestly. They look actually good. For a game that doesn't have any creativity when it comes to its naming, it is a really good outlook. It is a really good game to see, to not play it, to visually see it play, and then you're like, oh, that looks pretty good. But when you play it, it fucking sucks, because another thing is the controlling of how you play the game is very one-sided or like linear, one dimensional. I don't know, but yeah, you basically only have the decision to shoot an enemy or die, or shoot an enemy with a different gun, or shoot explodey things, because you always know where the enemy is. There's a target marker that shows you where the enemy is when they move, when they get close to you, which is pretty neat. But then at the same time, it's fucking pointless because there's no rush. You know exactly where they are. You have the weapons to kill them. But an interesting twist that I actually like is that as you progress in the system, in the career, you have a certain amount of bullets, and if you use 20 rounds of bullets, you basically lose that bullet for the next round. You don't have an infinite amount of ammo, which I think is really cool. It makes it so that you really think twice on how you kill the enemies and whatnot. It's really cool, but it still sucks. If only they made it more, in some way, rewarding to do that. It's a really small detail that you're probably gonna miss until you realize that your RPG's out of ammo. But then again, it is the only thing I could say is, well, the second thing I could say is really great about it. The multiplayer, on the other hand, is fucking dog shit. The enemies you fight are bots, and they're fucking overpowered. They have like a buff, and the game as is, it doesn't show specifically who's an enemy and who's not, so you could be shooting a teammate, because when you point your indicator at your teammate, it shows a red bar, and I'm like, it's time to start blasting this dude. But no, he's your teammate, and now you wasted ammo, and now the fucking enemy is gonna like hit you from the back, and that sucks. There's no melee, which sucks, seeing as how this game is trying to be CS:GO, which would make sense if they added a fucking knife, but they didn't. The way you unlock guns is very tedious. You have to play so many fucking games just to get a stupid fraction of a gun. It's like a progression system that you constantly have to keep going and going just to get one single gun, and you can't really multitask. You have to finish one gun at a time, which is really fucking annoying. but you can win money and spend it on loot boxes and potentially get more fragments of a weapon that you don't fucking need, or you can't set your progression stats on that. So that's a really big ass downside of it. Yeah, but the multiplayer is atrocious. The only good thing about it is the gameplay, and when you play a game, like removing the muzzle flash, the gun animations, and the fucking I don't know, using the medkit is really cool. I don't remember anything fun about it, so it could all be a blur of really bad nostalgia. But yeah, my overall experience playing this game is pretty, I don't know, mid or bad. Mid to bad. It's not good. You could find more enjoyment doing something else. You could play this game if you have no other options, but it is okay. As a shooter game, is bad, but as a bad game, it is good. I don't know how to explain that. If you put it amongst bad games, it'll stand out, but then if you put it amongst good games, it'll look like dog shit, basically. Yeah, I would, out of 10, I would give it a 4. Yeah, definitely a 4. It would be a lot more fun if you could set the difficulty of the bots, change the map. There's only 2 fucking maps for the multiplayer, but then in the campaign, the map keeps changing from either the ice or like, yeah, fucking, I don't remember, but yeah, it's pretty weird. That, yeah, 4 out of 10. Would not play again, but would play if I have nothing else to do. But yeah, take my opinion with a grain of salt. I have no experience playing multiple games on mobile devices. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.